to love to go to Mexican restaurant, chichis, used to be, and the cheese dip and this and that. He says, every 3 months I'll get a blood work, I'll watch for 3 months, I'll get my cholesterol checked, and then go back to chichis again. So we never learn. So we would rather be a king and not get impressed by these objects. I had a patient yesterday. She's like 276 pounds, and she's very anxious, 23, 24-year-old, and amazing, and then she says, I'm always nervous and anxious, and I said, because her mind is like loaded with thoughts, how to lose weight, and at the same time, the amount of energy that we spend, that energy could have been used to, fulfillment her job, or this examinations, and they take the better scores in the exams and all these things, but her mind is never available for the things that are needed. Her mind is constantly thinking, how can I lose weight, and this and that and all that. So I gave her an example. I said, what makes the value of Ferrari go that high? So I said, I told her, I said, all these manufacturers and all these corporate giants are going to keep on making these objects and bring it in front of you. But they are not worth what they are. Right. What makes it worth so much? So she still didn't get it. She says, it's the corporate giants, Right. I said, no, it's you. I said, you want that object.
And that's why it's so good.
Right. Imagine, see, the thoughts, we don't realize we spend energy, right? If 290 billion people want Ferrari, imagine the amount of energy that goes in, and that jacks up the cost of Ferrari. So the cost of Ferrari is maintained by your collective energy. So it's waste. When we start withdrawing that energy, the price start dropping. And with 290 billion wanted, Ferrari will be given out free. So it's up to us.
But they won't make it then.
I know. I'm just making a scenario. Right?
Even literally free. That was.
They will make something else that is raised by the thoughts. I said, why did the baseball players make so much money? And an honest garbage collector makes $30,000-$40,000. He's why? He's working harder than a baseball player. Why? But we think the baseball players are heroes, and that's why they make so much. The moment we stop thinking that, it won't happen. So we should be the king, not the slave.
All perceived values.
Exactly. So the thing is the reaction, the attachment to the present moment starts only when start reacting to the motions, the moments. So when we perceive any objects, we analyze, and then we decide whether we like it or not. So that process has to slow down, and that can be slowed down with meditation, dhyan. Because in meditation, that's what you do. I mean, intellectually analyzing the whole situation and talking about it is not the same as going into meditation itself. In meditation, that's what we're doing. We're taking a step back and observing our mind, the thoughts, and not the time of non-doing and all these things. So that gives you at least 15, 20, 30 minutes of experience of observership, So ultimately is the dhyan, and that can happen only when your desires starts going down. Until you have desires, dhyan will not be successful either. And desires will not go down until you realize that all the objects that we're trying to get, that we have gotten them, we're trying to get, and we're going to get them, is going to be futile. To take us to the place where you can be happy all the time, it's not going to happen. That's when we realize that, our desires will start going down, and then meditation will be more successful. And the only time we can reach that state is when you feel happy with what you have. Until you are happy with what you have, you're always going to have desire. Then you're going to compare, and you're going to move on like that. So whatever the world is, we talked about it, that it's all like a chandni. When the reflection of the moon gets reflected on the surface of a lake. And we think that that's a real chand, and we go after that. How flimsy it is. Somebody throws a little pebble, little wind comes in, a little tree, leaf falls into the water, everything gets disturbed, and you lose it. But we keep on going after it, not realizing the real chand is somewhere else, and that's within us. So they say outside world is also consciousness. It's a reflection of consciousness. It's not real consciousness. Real consciousness is within us. And until you go within us, you cannot be free from all these anxieties and the fear and the sufferings and depressions, because we chasing the wrong object, and we have forgotten the real moon, right? So एक सरदार जी का जोक है. So the one Sardar ji is passing by in a city, and then another Sardar ji stops by. So Sardar ji asks, he says, Sardar ji देखो ये sun है कि moon है? ए यो पता नहीं मेरे को, मैं नया हूँ ये टाउन में.
यहाँ नहीं रहता.
चांद भी देखते भी नहीं. So we don't even realize, and that's why we are very uncomfortable going deep within, because it's an unknown territory. This is the first time we're dealing with Paramatma, and we are afraid to lose ourselves. That's the whole idea. We are afraid of death because we're going to lose all the material objects, but we don't realize the death of the ego, Mahamrityu, is the ultimate death. So that death happens, then new spiritual life begins. But we are afraid of that. So when we even see the moon, we cannot recognize the moon. So they're talking about, see, the direction that we're taking, we become like it. That's the problem. So they gives Rajneesh gives a beautiful example of a Prussian king. He was from Syria or Iraq, I guess. So they're talking. So this king had fought all the battles all his life, right? Now he's getting old. He cannot function. So now he has taken a hobby of playing Shatranj. Shatranj is nothing but Sipahi aaya, gaya, Ghoda aaya, gaya, isko mara, ye mara. Because this is all he knows, right? So this is all and he goes crazy. He says, if I cannot play Shatranj all the time, he just goes crazy. So they bought all the Vaids and all that and doctors and all that. He says, what do we do with this guy now? The king is getting old, but he's still a king. Yeah, so he says, somebody has to play Shatranj with him all the time. Right? That's the only cure. Otherwise, he's going to do all the stupid things. But then who wants to play Shatranj with king? He can chop your head off if he loses. But with given enough money, one guy gets ready. He says, all right, I'll play chess with the king. So for a whole year, they kept on playing continuously, 24/7. Little breaks here and there. At the end of 1 year, the king got cured. And the guy got crazy. So doing the same thing that you're doing with people who are doing it, you're going to be exactly ending up like what other people are. So he gives an example of the politics, the same thing. He says two parties. He says there is Democratic and Republican, right? Now, once one is in power, the original ideal that Democratic had is all gone. Their ideal is to outmaneuver the Republicans.
Yeah.
So now to outmaneuver other party, I have to think exactly like the other party.
Right.
So I start becoming like them.
Right.
So what is their next move gonna be? Because that's what happens in a chess. You have to think of 5 possible moves of the opponent.
Right.
So you start thinking like him. And that's exactly what is happening. So by the time 5 years or 4 years are gone, depends upon where you are, you're becoming just like the other party. And the people are so stupid, they think that they're making a change in this country. So they say, we'll pick up one person and put another one on this seat. And then the whole cycle will go on. And at the end of 4 years or 5, you forget what the other guy did. Oh no, you are no good, so we'll put you back in. Meanwhile, they are securing their position. So nobody cares about the people.
વારા પછી વારો, તારા પછી
Tara
મારો.
pachi maro. So it's a revolving door.
Right.
There is so much in politics, so it keeps on going. So the original ideal, the parties were started with Republicans, it's all gone, Democratic is gone, Congress is gone, Janta is gone. It's all their goal is only to stay in the power. That's about it. Nobody cares about people. So the same way, if whatever direction you take, you're going to be like that. If you keep going after money all the time, they say after a while, you will start looking so lackluster. You're constantly thinking about money all the time.
Right.
Most of the times you are not available for your kids. Oh, you need a birthday party, come on. With $1,000 here, get some cleaning lady and then play with them, get a housemaid. All right, you keep the kids happy and you are not there, you're thinking of something else. Physically or mentally, you're not available for your kids. You're not available for your wife. You're not available for your own patients. You're thinking of something else. I give an example. When I started investing in stocks, it was a horrible experience. I did well. I did well, 30-40% return. But when I was seeing the patient, And I have desktop in each each workstation in each room. I'm checking Google stock, how
Yep.
much Google is doing. And when I had no Google, I didn't care. But when I had Google, it becomes my possession.
Right.
Now, Yoga Kshema, I am caught in that cycle. And suddenly I woke up, I said, what the heck am I doing? I'm seeing a patient. This is total injustice to the patient.
Right.
And I'm thinking, not only thinking, I'm even checking the prices of the Google stock because I bought X amount. This is ridiculous. I said, this is not right. It's taking me away from my duty as a doctor. So the same way, when your mind gets channeled in one direction, you are not available for other directions. And that's what exactly happens. Because these are totally different directions. Like if one guy is a politician, he cannot be a Dharma Guru. He cannot be excel in spirituality. Because you have to be a complicated guy to be in politics. Or how can you otherwise survive in politics? Right? At the same time, if you want to be a spiritually really advanced,
You gotta be simple.
you're gonna have to be simple. You have to get rid of all your crookedness, all your prancha, anxieties, grief, and how to beat someone. All those crooked things you have to give up.
Today,
Now-
Dharma Gurus are more crooked than.
No, I'm not talking about those kind of Dharma gurus. Somebody who really wants to advance spiritually,
I'm telling
you
you.
cannot have it both ways. Yeah,
The reality is that.
but they are not happy either,
No.
and that's why they say when you are not happy, you eat more. So most of our Dharma gurus are,
Yep.
are obese
Always.
because they have their own stress too. So they are going in a wrong direction.
No, they are also struggling for their own position.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So they,
They
have
want
not.
more followers, more people praising them.
Right, exactly. So that's a different politics.
Garlanding.
Exactly. So it's Baba ki langot. It's like that. It never ends because Baba ki langot. He says, you know the story, right?
No, I
See,
don't.
once you are after name and fame,
Right.
you cannot grow.
Right.
That's all.
Exactly. Anything.
It's over.
Anything. Not just name or fame or anything. The dhyan and the samadhi is nistarang man, where the mind has no vibrations. It's quiet, like a beautiful lake, serene lake. That's the only time you reach dhyan, right? So Baba ki langot ki story hai. So the Baba was giving out sermon and all that, and he had langot, two langots, one for exchange and all the time. But then Chuhe got into his hut and started making holes in the langot. Now he has a problem. So he asked his disciples, he said, what do I do? So he says, why don't you do this? Chuhe ke liye, they didn't have all those poisons and all that. So he says, why don't you get a cat? So the cat will keep the chuha under control. So then your langot will be safe, right? So he says, okay, so let's get a cat. So cat kept the chuha under control. Langot is safe. But now cat wants food. So wants milk. So how do I feed the milk? He says, you got to keep a cow. So, so the cow gives you the milk, and then you'll be all right. So the cow will give you milk, the cat will be happy, cat will keep the mouse under control, your langot will be safe. He says, okay. So he gets the cow. But now cow needs grass. Where do I get the grass from? Oh no, you have to grow, you have to have a farm. So, so now the farm has to be done. He says that, okay, so I'll have the farm. So he started doing the farming. So he got some lot right next to his hut. So he starts doing the farming. The grass grows. He gives the grass to the cow. Cow gives the milk. Milk goes to the cat. Cat is happy. Cat kills the mouse. Mouse doesn't leave the langot alone. So langot is safe. So now he's happy until now it's so much work. Now he doesn't even have time. So far he used to think of God all the time, worship God all the time. He was so busy in his own mind and happiness. Now he has to do all this work. He says, you know what? Get married. Let your wife do everything.
Oh my God.
And then you do
The worst
this,
advice.
you do the dharma.
Worst advice.
So now he has a wife. So wife takes care of the farm. The farm gives the grass. Grass goes to the cow. Cow gives the milk. Milk goes to the cat. Cat keeps the chua under control, and the langot is safe. And now they have kids. Now the wife has kids come like. So now it's a whole sansar basaliya, all for one langot.
चुहा के लिए.
For one langot. For one langot, the whole sansar is established. So the bottom line is, once we go in, we never come out. And we have to realize that we've been doing it for millions of years. And we have to realize that the avenues we're taking is wrong. And whichever direction we are going to go, we cannot divert yourself to another direction. Like Vijay Bhai says, once you become somebody, you are somebody. You cannot be nobody again. Like you ask the child, what are you going to be? I don't know. And that's a beautiful question. It's a very universal question, but at the same time, it's a potential full of possibilities. And they have so much diverse possibilities because that's consciousness. Before 13.5 billion years back, there was nothing there. And the whole universe came out. Then came out 1, and then 2, and then 4, and then multiplied into thousands and millions, and everything came out of one consciousness. So, all these things existed in consciousness as possibility. So, in that possibility, you have a choice to be anything. But you're losing that possibility by becoming something. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you still remember your past, that you still can be something. But the problem is, the way the world is, you have to be the best. Your mind forces you to be the best in every single field. How is it possible? Once you become a doctor, you cannot be engineer. I have to consult Bakul Bhai. Or if I have to learn yoga, I have to consult Vijay Bhai. Like that, I cannot. So, and then you fall short. They give an example of Napoleon. He was 5 feet 2 inches. And he was the conqueror of half of the world. So one day he was trying to hang a picture and he was too short. But he had kept all his bodyguards 6 foot tall. Right? So for bodyguarding, he needed bigger people. So he was having some hard time. So one of his bodyguards says, wait, sir, I'll take, I'm taller than you, so I'll take. Watch your mouth. You are not taller than me. You are longer than me. So all his life, he lived in a tough situations where he would hurt. Anytime he sees somebody who is taller than him, he would be hurt. It would hurt his ego. He lived in that misery till he died. He never came out of it. So one avenue you can be successful. There are millions of other avenues you cannot be successful. Just because I'm a good doctor doesn't mean I can be a good musician. I just can't. I just have to listen to a concert and feel sorry that I can't play. But that's fine. But
listen to Susma.
Right. So the thing is that I have a friend, and I had a friend yesterday. He's very rich, a lot of money, but then he has different problems. He has vitiligo. He has so much money, but he is not happy. He's constantly conscious that he's vitiligo. He said, what people will say. I said, who cares? I had another patient, 79-year-old guy, had a psoriasis all over the body. He has everything else. I saw your face. That's not the way it is. He said, but that's fine. That is God's creation. You can't be ashamed of it. I said, who cares? Right? But then 79 years of life, he's been living in that inferiority complex, that he's inferior to other people. Now he has everything. He has all the money in the world. He has everything. You name it, for 10 generations, can eat out of that money. He has enough money. But he's not happy. So that shows that materiality will never bring you happiness, the true happiness, where you can be 100% happy. So they're talking about, so one guy, he's in a prison, and another guy, he's talking to somebody else. He says, don't you have any relatives who will come and see you at times? He says, yeah, I do have relatives, but they're all in the prison. So there is no meeting involved. So when you go in that direction, you're going to find people who are with you. And they say, oh, no problem, this is good. You know, like I always give that example. Say, you made a wrong turn 500 miles back, and you keep walking on the same path. You're going to have people walking with you. And they keep on telling you that this is good. You attend the parties, they say, this is it. Black label, that's the only way to be happy. Get another girl, this and that. Depend upon what circles you are in. And then different circles, they say, you have to have Bentley, then you have to have Rolls Royce, then this and that. But this is the right direction. Your direction is correct, keep going. I am doing this, I am doing that. They all are prisoners. Now you have lohe ki chain, or golden chain, or golden chain with diamonds on it, but it's still a chain. It binds you. It binds you. The only time you stay free, that's when the happiness flows. So they say the same way Kam generates the Kamini. So if you think of person who is Kami, who is always has a desirous for the women, you can look at it. It will be a good observation. You walk into a party and say, his eyes will be constantly flowing around and settling on the girls all the time, right? So same way, when you have mind is involved with something, you're not available for other things. So it shows on their face. But at the same time, somebody who is steady in their own safe, there is a different glow. The guy is happy all the time. He has no desire left for anything from the real world. Whatever he gets, he keeps, he's happy. Whatever comes in his way, he's happy. Whatever is not there, he's not going to be running after that. He's a king. And there is a different glow, different shade of happiness on his face. And you can tell the difference. So it's just, that's how all our activities are prompted by our vasanas, and it colors us. When we pick one color of the rainbow, we forget the original light, the sunlight, which is pure. And that's where we're losing out. So